The 48 Laws of Power is a book written by Robert Greene that delves into the principles and strategies of power and manipulation. In this video summary of the 48 Laws of Power, we look at each of the laws in turn and extract the key takeaways for you to consider before making your next move. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Never outshine the master is the first law in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law advises people to avoid outshining their superiors and to make them feel superior instead. The idea is to hide the extent of your own talents, as your masters may otherwise feel insecure. The better you make your master appear, the greater the level of power you will attain. This law is based on the premise that people in power are often insecure and threatened by those who are more talented or successful than they are. By making your superiors feel comfortable and superior, you can avoid being marginalized or even eliminated. In summary, never outshine the master is a reminder to be careful not to become too powerful or successful, lest we make our superiors feel insecure. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies is the second law in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law advises people to be cautious when trusting their friends and to learn how to use their enemies instead. The idea is that friends can become envious and resentful, and may even undermine you, while enemies have something to prove and can be more loyal than friends. The law is based on the premise that people are often blinded by their emotions and tend to trust their friends blindly. However, friends can be unreliable and may not always have your best interests at heart. On the other hand, enemies can be more useful than friends when you can co-opt them. The key to choosing which ones is gauging who is best able to further your interests. In summary, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies is a reminder to be careful when trusting your friends and to be strategic when dealing with your enemies. Conceal your intentions is the third law in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law advises people to always conceal their true intentions and to keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind their actions. The idea is that if people have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. By sending them down the wrong path with a red herring or creating a smokescreen, you can mislead them and make it too late for them to interfere. To conceal your intentions, you can use decoys and red herrings to throw people off the scent. Use tools such as fake sincerity, ambiguity, and lures, and people won't be able to differentiate the genuine from the false to see your goal. Many people wear their feelings on their sleeves, and when it comes to plans and intentions, they're quick to tell all at the slightest provocation. People tend to be open books because talking about feelings and intentions comes naturally. Watching your mouth, monitoring and controlling what you say, takes effort. In addition, they believe honesty and openness will win people over. However, honesty has distinct downsides. Rather than being an appealing characteristic, honesty is likely to offend people. It's often better to tell people what they want to hear rather than the less flattering truth. If you're totally honest and open, people won't respect or fear you because you'll be predictable. To wield power, you need others' respect and fear. In contrast, you can gain and maintain the upper hand by concealing your intentions. In summary, conceal your intentions is a reminder to be careful when revealing your true intentions and to be strategic when dealing with others. Law 4. Always say less than necessary is the fourth law in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law advises people to be cautious when speaking and to say less than necessary. The idea is that the more you say, the more common you appear and the less in control. Even if you are saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The law is based on the premise that people are often trying to impress others with their words, but the more they say, the more likely they are to say something foolish. By saying less than necessary, you create the appearance of meaning and power. The less you say, the less risk you have of saying something foolish. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life is the fifth law in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law advises people to be cautious when it comes to their reputation and to guard it with their life. The idea is that reputation is integral to power. With a strong reputation, You can influence and intimidate others. Beware of attacks on your reputation and squelch them immediately. Meanwhile, undermine your opponent's reputations. Reputation is something you need to carefully create and maintain. When you control how the world judges you, you have power. You can intimidate and influence others by reputation alone, which is why so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. When establishing your reputation, focus first on one memorable quality. For instance, craftiness, effectiveness, or generosity. People should associate you with this trait and talk about you. You should demonstrate it to as many people as possible so that your reputation spreads. The trait on which your reputation is based serves as a calling card, announcing your arrival and predisposing others to be influenced by you. A strong reputation exaggerates your strengths, intimidates, and inspires respect. Your goals may be accomplished before you say or do anything.